All right, guys, my name is Kevin. In this video, we're going to quickly go over how to connect your Google Keeps to n8n. Google Keeps API only works for Google Workspace accounts. So if you got a Google Workspace account, then this video is going to work for you. For starters, you need to jump over to the Google Cloud account and select any project you have currently active, then search for Google Keep and add in that API. For me, I already added it into my current project, but if you haven't, it's just going to say something like add here, supposed to manage. From there, I want to jump over to the APIs and services. Make sure you have it enabled. So here I have it enabled. Go to credentials, and if you don't have an OAuth 2.0 client made, you can create one here in the create credentials. But if you already have one, click on it, then copy the client ID, because the next step is to jump over into our Google admin console. Sign in with your admin account. On the left-hand side, go down to security, access and data controls, and API controls. Now it's going to ask me to sign in. Now, from here, you're going to jump over to domain-wide delegation and manage domain-wide delegation. You go to add new, paste in your client ID, then bring in this scope, goapis.com auth keep. You're going to add that in, authorize it. It says it already exists, so that's why it's not going to work for me. So here's mine. You look at the details, I have a few things I have to keep, but then I also added in user info email, user info profile. These two are pretty redundant, so you don't got to worry about them. Just make sure you have the auth keep. Then from there, we're going to jump back to n8n, and we're going to need to do an HTTP node. So let me copy this node really quick. So this is an HTTP node with the get method. You're going to paste in this URL, keep Google API version 1 notes. And so this endpoint here is just going to give you back all the notes in your account. For authentication, you're going to do a generic credential type. And then for the generic authentication type, OAuth 2 API. And if you don't have one, you're going to create a new credential. There, you're going to get this screen that pops up. Your grant type, you're going to want it to be authorization code. The authorization URL here, you're going to want it to be OAuth2/auth. Then for access token URL, you're going to want it to be .com/token. Then paste in your client ID from Google Cloud and your client secret from Google Cloud. And from there, just add in that scope that we added in earlier for the server-wide. And then for the auth URI query parameters, bring in access_type equals offline. This is just going to make sure that your account doesn't have to keep refreshing and making a new token all the time if you're not present. Then for authentication, you're going to do header, and then let's test this out. And now I got all my notes in my Google Keeps. And that's pretty much it, guys.